A good thing to do for the planet would be recycle, of course.
I recycle magazines, newspapers, school papers, old notebooks, old workbooks, old computers, old batteries, old phones or anything. Talk to your parents about trying to get a recycling bin.
Just make a little extra effort to separate it out.
You're just moving your hand, if it's right next to your trash can, just a couple inches just to save, a plastic water bottle or a tin can. It makes a difference.
These are my green tips, but I want to hear yours. If you have some way to save energy, save natural gas, electricity, water, save the environment, please write us at onbegleystreet.com.
Scott, perfect timing. Michelle's expecting you.
How are you?
Really good, buddy.
Good.
I'm headed over to IRS to see that operation. I hear they got a very high diversion rate keeping stuff out of the landfill. I want to see for myself.
Good. I want to make sure that you check them out because we've checked them out and they're really good, but I want your stamp of approval.
Okay, pal.
All right.
I'll see you later. I'm over there.
All right. Good luck.
I've heard very good things about this company, IRS, that they're going to recycle a lot of the waste streams, stuff that would have gone into a landfill. But I want to see for myself. I've heard these claims before, but how much is really going to another, higher use, or any use? So I'm going to go there and check it out. They've said I could come, and I'm going to come and look at it for myself. Richard! Carlos! Good to see you. Carlos, what a pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure.
Here we are in the yard. This is where it's all going on, huh?
It doesn't look like much from the front, but yeah, it opens up pretty good.
Tell me some of these different piles that we're looking at here.
In this pile over here, we've got carpet ready for recycling. These are very reusable. These are donated to women's shelters, children's centers, rehabs, all whatnot. All of the rolled or the broad loom will eventually go to a waste to energy facility, and that will be turned into electricity and kept out of the landfills that way. This is all aluminum conduit, and it comes with wire in it. So if we have guys on modified duty, somebody pulled his back, somebody cut his finger, rather than let them sit at home on disability, we'll bring them in and we'll have them clean the aluminum. Keep their paycheck coming in and increase the value of this.
They're taking materials I never thought you could recycle. Wiring and what have you. How do they recycle that? They have a way. They're taking the old, drywall and grinding it down to take the paper off and taking that gypsum and using it as a soil amendment. I was just amazed at the level of what they're doing there. Now we got wood over here, right?
This is the most toxic aspect of construction debris. But all of the particle board and the plywood and the manufactured lumber.
Formaldehyde.
Phthalene, you've got toluene, adhesives, you got pesticides to keep the bugs from eating it, you got fungicides to keep the mold out. There's really nothing you can do with this other than either bury it or take it to waste energy. Only about 2% of the lumber in a commercial job is usable for composting or mulching.
I have additional concern when I saw the exact process, how they're recycling all this stuff. Turns out they can't take the wood, a lot of the wood from the house. So I got to talk to Scott and see what we're going to do with all that wood. And we have to find a home for it. I'm not going to do this project.
Wow, it is finally happening.
It is. We're really excited today. So we're starting demolition today.
I don't really understand what we're doing.
So Hannah, we are so excited that you're taking interest in this because most kids your age, they don't realize the power that they have at this age. What we did is we went through this whole house and we put blue tape on it, and those are all the places where we found something that we can actually salvage. All these components that are in this home, we're going to take them apart, unzip each one cleanly, and we're going to lay them out. We're going to give them to Habitat for Humanity so they can be putting those into new homes.
Put everything back the way it was. We're going to do a coat of paint, and we're going to maybe redo the kitchen. I talked to a lawyer, honey, it's much cheaper to get a divorce.
Yeah, exactly.
Just going to be a lot less trouble.
From his mouth to God's ears.
Hayden, I want you to meet Dave and Aaron, and they're with Habitat for Humanity. This is my daughter, Hayden.
Habitat for Humanity builds homes in partnership with people everywhere to help eliminate substandard housing and make housing a matter of conscious action in our world.
I got involved with Habitat many years ago. I was on a boat near San Diego for this fundraiser, and on this boat was one Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter and I got to talking, and I told him I did a bit of woodworking. He says, "Oh, you good with a hammer too? You like a framing hammer maybe?" I said, "Yeah, I'm okay with a framing hammer. I've done a little bit of framing." So why don't you come and help build a home in Los Angeles somewhere? I said I'd be very honored to do that. So I had the pleasure of working on a home in South Los Angeles. It was one of the most rewarding days of my life. I've spoken to my daughter Hayden several times about my volunteer work with Habitat for Humanity and told her what a great organization it is, helping people build houses who need them. But until she met the people, the actual folks who run the operation and do the work, I don't think she understood what they're doing. And it's opened her eyes in a great way.
Things like this, rather than using the energy to make new stuff, it's much easier to reuse this item. It's like recycling, except it just doesn't take all the energy to break this down and turn it into something else. We can use it as a shutter again. That's the great thing about it. With the combination of having the thrift store and home improvement store all in one, the people that shop with us, normally they're looking for a deal, and it's folks who don't have a lot of money, so this will go to a good home.
It's wonderful that Hayden's exposed to Habitat for Humanity. She's literally on the front line of a whole new way of building, and I think all children should be.
This is a totally cool piece, and it's older and it's kind of retro, so the thing is we'll take it down the store, and I guarantee you somebody will come in and see it and go, "I gotta have it."
Is there a way where you could take this and make it more energy efficient?
Absolutely. They can take the old wiring and all the old electronics out of it and put like an LED fixture in it, so it still has that old cool retro look, but it's much more efficient overall as a new light.
They could take this and not only save money by not making a new one, but save money by making it more energy efficient.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to take an old product and freshen it up is so much cheaper than just manufacturing it as a brand new product. So that's what's cool about everything that we get in is you can take that old product and just clean it up a little bit. It takes less energy to do it, and it saves money.
What do you think about recycling, Hayden?
It's like saying, what do you think about cookies or ice cream?
That's my girl. She's been indoctrinated from an early age. You know, it's like the Stockholm Syndrome. You know, she's identified with her captors.
Yes. You know, it's great what they do. They take light fixtures and great retro features of my home, and they're going to put it in a store, and they're going to sell it, and those proceeds will go to building a brand new home for some needy family, which is fantastic. I love we can be a part of that.
Rochelle, Hayden, I just visited that recycling facility that Scott recommended. It's fantastic. You got to come and see it. Will you guys come?
I'll go if she goes. I want to see her in a hard hat.
What?
Come with me and see the recycling yard. It's impressive. They recycle 96% of a house in office building.
I trust that you...
Honey, it's part of this build. This was your idea, building this house. You need to be part of it. You can't just sit in your ivory tower and dictate. I decree that you should recycle this, perhaps. I need you there, honey.
Right.
We're going. You're going?
I'm going if she's going.
She's going.
Okay, fine.
I don't really know anything about IRS, but since my dad's excited, I guess I'm excited too.
I can show up. Might have fun.
Next time on Begley Street, Ed, Rochelle, and Hayden get their hands dirty.
Mom! Take care of your station!
What's going on out there in the drywall department?
Come on, soldier! Move it! Move it! Move it!
See you next time on Begley Street. On Begley Street is a proud supporter of Greenwish.